Now, how did I do that? How did I hit such a hard line drive from a half a swing? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to show you guys in today's lesson. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, guys, we got a lot of great content coming out this year, and if you don't want to miss out, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's the only way you can get notified when we come out with new content. And make sure you hit that like button. That really helps us grow the channel. And if you guys have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear from you. Leave them in the comment section below. If you guys have been following Pro Speed Baseball or the Pro Speed Baseball hitting system for any amount of time, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk a lot about the release, how we actually get the bat to the ball, because that's literally the most important part of the swing. It's when we're actually hitting the ball. Now, this is why we spend so much time in this in the hitting system, because this is where all the money is. This is where everything counts. If we can get this bat to solidly hit the ball, we are going to be a successful hitter. So, in the intro, I was demonstrating one of the drills from the Pro Speed Baseball hitting system, but just like anything we do in the hitting system or any other drill, it's all about the intent. It's all about executing it correctly. So we have the hitting system that has 100% hardcore mechanics, meaning there's no gray area. There's no room for any kind of feel or whatever. The bat has to be here. It has to be here. It has to do this. Now, however we feel we do this is a big difference. Feel versus real. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there have probably heard people talk about feel what's real. I might feel like I take my knob to the ball and this happens and this happens. I might feel like I do this, but I actually do this. Like, it doesn't really matter what we feel. We have to know what the mechanics are before we get into what we feel and what we want to do. So I always recommend make sure you learn the mechanics so your foundation is solid, and then throw in your own personality to it, however that may come as you go. Those things change and develop all the time. So if you guys want to know how I was thinking about doing this max lag, the video from the intro, it's simply a further lesson to the lag and release visualization video. So if you guys haven't seen that, I highly recommend checking out the lag and release visualization. And I'll go over exactly what that video went over here just real quick. And it simply makes us understand how the lag and release works in the swing. So in the Pro Speed Baseball hitting system, we talk about getting into Pro Speed bat lag and then the straight arm release. That's getting into a position in transition and then releasing it. Now remember, when we swing full speed, it all goes real fast. So we got to know these things in pure detail. And if we can't do it slow every single time, how are we supposed to do it fast every single time? So what the lag and release visualization video goes over, we use a broomstick or just a long, just any kind of long stick to visualize that when we go into transition, the bottom of the stick is going to go away from us. And then when we release it, the bottom of the stick is going to come towards us. Well, that's beautiful visualization that shows exactly how this works. Now, if we take it to a whole other level, we can understand a little bit more how this works. When I actually take the bat, and I'll leave a little bit of room here so you guys can see this, into transition, that knob's going to go away from me. So the bottom of the lever is going to go away from me, and now it's going to come back towards me. But how does it come back towards me? Well, first and foremost, we want to make sure we're moving the bottom of the bat and we're not moving our body. Because now technically the knob of the bat's going towards us, but I'm spinning my body to do so. In order to get this to move, I simply need to just undo my wrists and straighten out my arms. This is going to allow me to get all the speed in my swing. This is going to allow me to release. So that's the first thing. We got to understand that we're not going to spin the bottom of the knob. We are going to leverage the bottom of the bat. So the bat is going to be coming towards us, and the barrel, that's going to shoot the bat away from us, giving us a ton of speed. That's how I hit this ball so hard from a half-speed swing. Now, the detail that we need to get is that when we're getting this bat to release, my hands themselves are still going towards the ball. Very important to understand. My hands, even though the bat is going left, or the bottom of the bat is going left, my hands are still going towards the ball. I'm not having my hands go left and the knob go left at the same time. My hands are going to the ball, and then the bottom of the bat's going left. That's how we release the bat. And now, if I have my hand path continuing towards the ball, and I'm leveraging the bat with the lag and release visualization feel, that's going to allow me to get a ton of speed through impact. So if I allow my hands to continue to go out, and I allow this knob to come towards me at the same time, that's how I can get, I'll get in the lag position here, all of this speed. I mean, literally, I hit that ball pretty darn hard. I'm not sure if you guys can tell that on the camera, but it's only coming from a half-speed swing, and I'll show you here from face on, or not half-speed swing, a half swing, where I'm getting into the max lag position and just coming through. Now, it may not look like I'm doing some big twisting leg kick thing right here, but I can guarantee you that bat is moving extremely fast. And the question I always ask a lot of players is, if we want to have fast bat speed, what do we need to move fast? You know, is it the hips? Is it the shoulders? What is it? Well, the answer is, guys, the bat needs to move fast if we want to have fast bat speed. So we have to know how to move this bat fast. In order to do that, we have to know how to release it, and then we can really start taking advantage of our speed. So the drill is very simple. It's everything we just talked about. What you're going to want to do is make sure you check out the max bat lag video, know exactly where the lag position is, know that we want to get this started with the knob going outside of the ball. So again, this is going to be outside of the ball. And then once we get here, the knob's going to start coming in towards the ball, but as our hands continue out to the ball. And again, this is going to be a nice feel. The knob's going to go out. My hands are going to continue as the ball goes, or as the knob comes in left, and we can get that great speed. Guys, you can do as many of these as you want. Just make sure you're checking yourself on camera and make sure the mechanics are good. And a great way to know this is, if your mechanics are good, is if you're hitting it good. Because if you're doing this correctly, you're going to hit it good most of the time. You know, the best swing can miss hit a ball, but most of the time when we're right here and we're releasing the bat correctly, it's very hard to miss the sweet spot, and it's very hard not to square up the ball. So the main thing, guys, is making sure that we clearly understand that how this works, how the release works. It is not from spinning. It's from the knob coming towards us. But again, when we're holding the bat, there's no length here, so we can't see it. So understanding that this is coming towards us, and understand that our hand path is still going out towards the ball. If we understand that, we're going to give ourselves a much better chance to be consistent, powerful, and extremely speedy through contact. And then if we do things like time this up with a weight shift, we can actually start getting the speed of the bat plus the force of our body hitting the ball at the same time. Then crazy things happen. Well, I got a great bonus for you. I'm going to actually play you guys an all-access membership lesson from the membership website that you can get instant access to. I'm going to play a preview at the end of this. Just click on the iCard that pops up in the top portion of your screen, or the link in the description below, and it'll show you how you start actually getting your weight into the swing. And if you get the weight plus the release, and you're going to have some serious fun hitting, because you're going to be able to hit the ball like you're 100 pounds heavier than you are. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to now start showing how our weight shift is involved with the release of the bat. We just simply need to understand exactly where we want to be in our weight shift. So we're going to get a lot more specific. We're going to be talking about the timing of getting the back pocket in front of the tee at the same time we're hitting the ball. But the first thing we need to do, guys, is we need to rep this out and make sure that we can definitely get the weight transfer that we need. So we're going to put our arms across our chest. We're going to get at least 100 repetitions